Gentlemen.
I'm here. I see you guys. Yo. Yo. Sorry, I was feeling a little crappy earlier. I was like, oh God, I'm not going to take another sick day, am I? I thought I was starting to get sick again, but I'm feeling good now. I think it was just a lack of sleep kind of gave me a headache for a bit, but I'm back to normal. I'm feeling decent.
Right now. He is drenched in
Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Are you going to kill the Pope again? No. Listen, the Holy Lance run is cursed. That's not my fault. That's the devs' fault. They made the Holy Lance cursed. Today's redemption day. If you guys don't know, yesterday I had a really rough set of Noita runs. Very, very rough set. I think the conclusion is just, you know, Holy Lance is garbage, and I take no blame. Holy Lance redemption today, or just a dunk redemption? It's a dunk redemption day. I don't think we're going to revisit the Holy Lance today, just because I don't know if the run is the most entertaining. I feel like the most dangerous thing of the Holy Lance run is dying from boredom. It's incredibly entertaining watching you lose. Well, because the counter to make sure that I don't lose is to play it safer, which means that you guys will be bored, which means that you guys will be like, I wish we didn't do the Holy Lance run. Is the Pope's run cooked? Seems kind of cursed. I mean, we could, like I said, we could venture down into the Pope run again, and I could just play it. I feel like I would just have to play it stale, because at this point it's like a damn Holy Lance. If I give it a chance, it is going to rip my face off. The plan for today, again, I'll let you guys choose, I guess. I mean, some people are... The reason I don't want to revisit the Holy Lance one is because I've died on it twice. So I know that if I do it a third time, I have to play it like conservatively, right? We have to just be like, Holy Lance used in a safe way that can't harm us. And I don't know if chat will like that very much, but I'm down for it if you guys are. Now for the run. The poll is going to be, which Noita daily run do you want? Option 1, Holy Lance attempt 3. Number 2, killing the Master of Masters MoM with egg spawns. Doing an individual boss with it could be kind of sick. MoM stands for Master of Masters. It's the boss in Noita that drops the edit everywhere stone, along with like the add trigger and all that kind of other stuff. So here you go. Here's your 2 choices. I know they're not the greatest choices of all time, but I want to hurry and get started. All right. It was a close one. 53% to 47%. Killing the Master of Masters with minions. So minions, I'm going to try to make it the egg minions, but if it doesn't go well, we may have to back out and focus on getting things like rats, just other little like helpers that could assist us. But we'll try with the egg minions first. Let's get our Mother's Day run started. What exactly is the run? I was busy. We're doing a Mother's Day themed run. We're going to kill the Master of Masters, aka MoM, with minions. We may have to try a couple different minion strategies. The first one I'm going to open up with is literally just the eggs. We're just going to spam a ton of eggs at her and have those minions see if they can kind of kill her in a reasonable way. I think there's a good chance that will be a disappointment. From there, we'll start to think about maybe like rat minions, or the Luki minion dude, or the homunculus. Just little helper minions have to be the things that get the kill is the idea. Yeah, little mushroom dudes. Those are minions as well. The goon cave. What? Talking about this right here. One of the easiest ways to kind of cheese this. You can get down below it. There we go.
And men were cursed once again.
Like, you know what? Instead of going in there, what if I just steal the heart? Are you allowed to use a necromancy spell? They are pretty minion-like. I would say it's probably on the table. I do feel like they qualify as minions. Fuck them up. What if you die, but the minions kill Master of Master after you're dead? Does that still count as a win? We'll make the criteria the fact that I still got to win the run. That way it would be, in that case, a loss. Though that does sound kind of entertaining to be like, please kill the boss. Would you use pheromone ghosts and give them a wand? That should be on the table. That should be considered minion-like. I'll try to start with the eggs, though. We're going to probably go... I don't think the eggs are going to be that great, so we're probably going to have several different attempts. Or like, okay, let's try this method, and then if it works, then hey, we're done. If it doesn't work, then we're like, okay, let's try this method, and then we'll just keep branching out. Can you give yourself a damage immunity so high it would heal you? Yeah, that's the idea. It wouldn't be immunity. That's why Noita immunity and resistance are two very different things. If you're ever immune, it means that you just don't take damage from it. It can't help you, it can't hurt you, it can't affect you in any way. It just doesn't do anything to you. That's what immunity is. Resistance, if you're 100% resistance, you don't take any damage from it. So naturally you start to think, oh, I'm immune to it. It's like, no, you're resistant. Because you can make your resistance go even higher, so resistant that it does negative damage, which in that case, it does heal you in Noita. So yeah, you can be so resistant to something that it heals you. Projectile damage, explosion damage, electric damage, melee damage. Those can all become something that actually heals you. The reason I point out that you know, immunity resistant thing is because let's say that you made yourself where you're so resistant to electricity that it heals you, but then you grab electric immunity, then you can no longer gain that advantage. Like, you can't make it where the electricity heals you if you have electric immunity. You have to remove that perk for it to be able to help you. So whenever I did a run in the last like 6 months or so, I don't remember how long it's been, where I made it where electricity actually healed the player, I had to make sure not to grab electric immunity, which is a little scary because up to the point that until you get the resistance trick in place, you are very vulnerable because, I mean, electricity damage is really high damage. But once we had it in place, it was kind of cool. It's like if I ever wanted to be healed, I could literally just stand with an electric wand in water, it would electrify, and then I just go back to full health immediately. If you stack slime blood, I will get healed from projectile damage. Because slime blood gives you a resistance. I think that one may be a diminishing returns kind of resistance. So, for example, stainless armor, you take 50% less damage as long as you have no active stain status effect. So if you have 2 of these, it doesn't mean 50% plus 50%, 100% resistant, baby. Instead, it's like the first stainless armor gives you 50%. The next stainless armor gives you an additional 25% on top of it, and the next one additional 20. It's like half of a half. Like it becomes each stainless armor becomes half as useful as the previous one. So this is why you have to stack many of them, and you can become super resistant in the sense that you won't take damage. But it never goes in the opposite direction. It never goes to like a positive where now it actually heals you. The trick we're talking about doesn't relate to the perks at all. It actually relates to because all the perks will end up, I think, in a diminishing return scenario. These are different because it says weakening curse, projectile, explosion, melee, and electric. Because these exist, pretty much what happens is it's like by hitting yourself with it at the same time, like that an enemy is applying this debuff, or I guess the debuff is expiring is the more technical term to put it. You're like misaligning your character's proper resistances. So you're just misaligning it where like normally, let's say that you should take 30% explosion damage. Well, then all of a sudden by using this weakening curse explosions with the exploit, you misalign it and now you maybe take like, I don't know, 15% explosion damage. Then it becomes 5%. Then it becomes negative 5%, which means that explosions start to heal you a tiny bit. Then you can just keep doing it over and over and over. You can make it to the point where like an explosion happens and it heals you for negative 3,000%. Meaning like one explosion of 300 damage is, what would that be? So I guess I should have said 1,000%. It makes it easier. Be 3,000 damage, 3,000 healing. You get the idea. I'm probably throwing those numbers off a little bit. You get the general idea. If you have 100% resistance to lightning, do you still get stunned by it? The explosion of thunder in particular will still stun you. So even with the 100% resistance, but then I think it's like, is it like the electricity in water no longer stuns you? There's something weird. I do it like so rarely. Like in my Noita life, I've probably done it like 3 times. So I go like a year or 2 without doing it again, and then I tend to forget what the little mechanic was. But each time it happens, I can always remember being like, oh, that's how it works? Interesting. Then I will find out again in another year when I do it again. What did you try to do with the tablet there just now? Oh, we were just doing some tablet levitation. It's a little funky at first, and every once in a while I'm sloppy at it, but it's not that hard to do. I'm making it look harder than it is. So what you do is if you were to levitate, once your levitation runs out, you fall, and then you have to touch solid ground before you can restore your levitation. So what I do is when my levitation is running low, I throw the tablet below me, and I kick up, and it thinks I just stood on the ground for a little bit. So using that technique, you can just keep resetting your levitation. Decisions. Roll this. Hear me out, Chad. I know what you're saying right now. I know you're like, yo, saving grace. It's amazing. It's top tier. But hear me out. Stronger Hearts this early is pretty darn good. Exactly. See, thank you, Destiny Trigger. He says, nah, Stronger Hearts early is goated. All right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes, maybe we would not have died having saving grace yesterday. But you know what else would have saved us yesterday?
No confidence.
Just having deeper health pool. I'm telling you, some of you think I'm trolling. Stronger Hearts is the move here. It's the move. You think I'm trolling, but it's real. It's real, man. Like a car crash in slow motion. Shut up. It's the move, I'm telling you. It's the right move. You guys think I'm trolling. It is the correct decision. They're very quiet, these guys. I had a little bit of a fucking heart attack right there. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it was a Uko that was just about to Kamehameha me, like 1 inch away from my face. Good. Drop that. This. We're gonna go spark trigger into a triple and go 1, 2, 3. That's all we need. 3 of these. We shoot them. Easy peasy. So remember, I built this these 3-ball lightnings on a spark trigger. That's it, and I'm gonna be using that to hopefully take out this boss. Excuse me, you heard me. Damn it. It's a little close. A little close. Oh, boom! 3-ball lightnings. You done. And I want the towel. I also would like Omega and Phi. Alright, so we have our heals. And we empty the charges. We have our black holes. We empty those. And then now whenever we shoot a Tau copies the 2 following spells. So we shoot it, it shoots a black hole and a heal at the same time. So I haven't found any of the like children and stuff I want to try to kill the Master of Masters with. That part kind of sucks. We found hollow eggs, but we haven't found a regular egg. What? What? You know, I don't know if that's a game, but rumbling, as long as you're happy and your roommate's happy, you do you. Apparently it is a game. That's what I mean. When it comes to Steam games, I don't know if you guys have looked in a while, but they get pretty crazy. There are several games that are actually banned from Twitch because the game is just that crazy. And keep in mind, we got the hot tub section on Twitch, so you gotta get pretty wild for them to be like, you know what, we can't have this on our platform. This is too degenerate. There's a game though that we bring up regularly around here. Apparently chat's a big fan. It's called Furry Shades of Gay. And don't worry if you're a big fan of that game. There is a sequel called Furry Shades of Gay 2, A Shade Gayer. And then I can't remember, I think there's one after that too. Big fan? It's a real Steam game. You guys think I'm joking? You can look it up. It exists. Ironically, surely, just be honest with yourselves. I mean, so it's sadly there's no point to do it anymore, but in the early days, I actually accidentally set the perfect trap for many of the people in the community because people used to ask all the time, what's your Steam name? What's your Steam name? Well, people still ask, but my friends list is almost always full. Damn, Howard's just going crazy, sorry. They kept asking, like, what's your username? So I'd always tell them, DunkOrSlam's, and they'd add me on Steam. Well, then one day, I don't know what exactly happened, but we were looking at, somebody in our chat was claiming some hours played or some crap, and we pulled it up and it was like, oh shit, they do actually have like, you know, 300 hours in Noita. But then right below it there was like some like really, it wasn't super degenerate, but it was some kind of, you know, questionable Steam game. And I remember I was like, what is this? And they were like, whoa, we were just talking about Noita, don't look at my, because they were the one that said look at my hours. And whenever we went to look at the hours, we saw some other game, and I was like, wait, what other games are you guys playing? So then I started going through my friends list, looking at every person's most played Steam games and stuff. And we found a person in our community that's degeneracy was on another level. They use the Twitch like ban list. That's like their recommendations list. Every game they owned it. Not only did they own it, they had significant playtime in them. And whenever we confronted them, they were not in the chat at the time. They came in later to find out that we had did this deep dive. And they were like, whoa, it was like a friend sent them to these games to me as like a joke. It was like, you had like 40 hours in some of these games. What are you talking about? And needless to say, I have not seen them since, but I didn't mean to scare them away. It was hilarious. We deemed her the hentai senpai, but she didn't like that title too much, and I don't think she ever came back. It was an accidental. I wasn't trying to scare them away. It was funny as fuck. But it was just a prank. I wonder why that person left. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna get that bad. I thought it was like funny, you know, like, oh, what the fuck? Why is this dude been playing this game for, you know, 5 hours, 7 hours? And all of a sudden we just pulled it up and it was like, dude, what the hell is this list? But it's not, we can't do that now because people can hide Steam games and stuff now. Now you can make certain games seen publicly if other people look at your username and your most played games and all that kind of crap. You can hide stuff. So any person that you're looking at their list and you're like, dear God, if anything, it's probably more fucked up because it's like, not only is that list like super degenerate, but they wanted you to know that their list was super. They chose not to hide that shit. They're like, the world has to see that I have 700 hours logged in Furry Shades of Gay 2, a shade gayer. Sounds like Dunk is asking for us to vote. No, not. Listen, I've told you guys the story many times. I was a newer streamer. I've been streaming for a month or two, and people had subbed to the channel. I was pretty shocked. I assumed they probably misclicked. But then I felt like, you know, they deserved something. They deserved an, you know, appreciation. So I said, you know, chat, you can choose one game, any game for me to play, and I will play it on stream just because I want you guys to know that I appreciate your support, blah, 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 blah. Well, I let them choose, and they chose Doki Doki Literature Club. And I was like, okay, what the hell is this? And they're like, it's a visual novel. And I'm like, all right. And so then the Doki Doki Literature Club is fun. Listen, I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. But if somebody who is, you know, not very experienced in the gaming world, I mean, I've experienced, I have tons of hours logged in games, but I haven't played a variety of games. Like, if you look at my last, like, if you look at my 20,000 hours of like my gaming life, you could probably cover 20,000 hours in like 3 games. I just tend to obsess over individual games. I don't really play a ton of variety. Anyways, so the goal was so that they could see games that I've never played before and that they suggested and all that crap. So they bust out this Doki Doki Literature Club game. And I said, if you want me to play this, if this is what, then I will play it. And they said, all right, you can play it, but you have to do it without the chat because the chat will spoil stuff. So I literally had to play this visual novel game without chat for like, I don't know how long it took me, like 6 hours or some shit. It was a weird time. I did not let chat choose another game for about 2.5 years. After 2.5 years, I said, guys, I will give you another chance. This is your chance to redeem yourself. if you choose poorly, you are going back into the Shadow Realm for another couple years at least. And then they chose, I think that was the time they chose Terraria or Hollow Knight. I can't remember which one. But then I was like, okay, chat, you're kind of redeeming yourselves. It was a solid pick that time. And since then, so all I'm saying is, you're on a hot streak lately with good game choices. Lots of solid game choices. Don't ruin the streak. Chat's mistake with Doki Doki Literature Club was not realizing Dunk had never played a visual novel before. I hadn't. It was actually if you guys think I'm trolling, by the way, Steffi was there. I'm pretty sure was there the day that happened. I played that, so Steffi can vouch for the story being real. Visual novels are dreadful. It was not my specialty. Let's put it that way. I mean, it was a little rough reading it too, because it's like a teacher calling upon you to read aloud to the class, because I'm having to read this visual novel to the class. But imagine their teacher's like, hey, read this fucking weird, I don't know how to describe the shit that was going down. Like, at some point, you're like licking icing off the hand of this like high school girl. I don't know what the shit's getting weird, all right? And I'm having to read this crap aloud to my chat while simultaneously not able to read chat. It was weird. It got a little bit crazy. Now, with that said, no spoilers? Okay. No spoilers. With that said, I won't spoil anything, because if you are into visual novels, I will admit where things get a little crazy, and it's not saying that saying things get crazy is not a spoiler, because when you load the game up, it says, and this is how I knew shit was gonna get weird, because you load the game up and it's like, warning, if you have suicidal tendencies, if you've ever thought about killing yourself or some shit like that, do not play this game. That's actually like the one of the opening screens to Doki Doki Literature Club. Is like, hey, if you ever thought about killing yourself, do not play this game. And so I was like, what? And then you like, I'm like, what the hell? What is this game? And then I load into it and it's like, we're a book club. We're, you know, going on an adventure. And you're like, what the fuck? And so anyways, I won't spoil anything else. But the point is, it's, yes, when it gets to all the stuff there, yeah, maybe it's a little bit like, okay, this is kind of crazy, this is kind of wild. But it was, they committed hard to the fact that they wanted people to feel the visual novel experience. It didn't just say like, hey, let's lead into the psychological stuff early. They're like, no, let's have them experience the visual novel thing for so many hours. They just assume the load-in screen warning was a joke, because there's no way somebody would wait 5 hours to deliver the punchline kind of thing. Maybe not 5 hours, but still a good amount of time. Yes, just Monica. That's all you need to know. Just Monica. Nah, Dunk, they have that warning on cutesy romance visual novels too, because it just hurts weebs too much. I can't tell if you're being serious or is this, I don't know if you're being serious or as a joke. I can't tell. This, what? Like, my waifu, no. She left me. We could try this one. That is on the table. Necromancy makes corpse out of creatures killed by a projectile rise to your aid. The thought process here would be that we could kill some of the nearby mages, turn them into our minion, and then you can actually hand them a wand, and then we could use that to kill the Master of Masters, maybe. That's cool. You want to try that one? Alright, we can try that if you guys want to. I was just afraid you're like, no, we want to see the eggs. It'd be more fun. But that one may not work. We'll try it. What's your mom think about your streams? Does she tune in? If I don't go live, usually in the morning, I will have like a text when she wakes up. She uses it to like check in to see if I'm alive, I guess. She's my mom's like pretty awesome. You guys would like her. She's cool. And yeah, she's one of those people that could be interested in like whatever. Like, for example, I stream, so then all of a sudden she was learning about the streamer world. She didn't know what streamers were and stuff. And then next thing you know, she's getting recommended stuff. And the reason I know she's getting recommended streamer drama stuff most of the time, is she'll bring it up to me. She'll be like, did you hear about that one guy? And she always forgets his name, but she'll like describe it. I'm like, oh yeah, his name's Asmongold. She's like, yeah. Did you see him? He has a video where he's making a steak it's like a $5 steak in his kitchen. It looks nasty. Like I was like, yeah, he's kind of known for that. That's his brand. But yeah, so she's one of those people that will learn about whatever we're like, me and my brother, like whatever stuff we're doing in our life, she'll always like learn stuff about it. For example, as a kid, I loved basketball and stuff. So she like got into basketball. She, up until around the time that I you know, I was no longer playing basketball and stuff, she followed like, you know, the NBA and everything, was like real big into it. So she's awesome. Sounds like a cool mom. Yeah, I can remember as a kid, like she was usually up to speed on like Pokemon card stuff. She won't know like the names and stuff, but she was the kind to like find little things for us as a kid, be like, oh, they're having this gathering for like Pokemon stuff, and she knew we loved Pokemon, so she would take us to these little Pokemon events and stuff. I remember loving that stuff as a kid. It was yeah, she was tons of fun. She's tons of fun memories as a kid. I'll be seeing her later today, like probably in 8 hours or so. She's never played Noita, but she does ask about the game, and you know, she's always really concerned during my event streams. I'll always get like a text from her. She's like, you should maybe tell your stream. I saw people in the chat saying that they're okay if you get some sleep, so you should probably do that. And I'm just like, all right, don't worry, mom, chill. I'm gonna live. She's like, you can get a blood clot, you can die. Yeah, even my grandma, she tries to, well, she doesn't know like much, you know, she's pretty up there in age. She's in her 80s. My grandma, oh, here it is. My grandma, she understands that like I'm streaming to you guys and stuff, and she understands that I play a video game and you guys watch, but that's pretty much the extent of it. And she'll just randomly ask stuff, or so like the last time I saw her, actually this has been a couple times ago, she randomly pulls this out and she goes, I bought this. I thought you could show it to your people on the video. And I was like, what? And then she said, for like, you know, on the internet, whenever you're doing your Twitch videos. And I was like, what is it? She said, I thought they would think it's cool. I said, okay, I'll show them, Grandma. And she bought, I guess she was on Amazon, just browsing Amazon, saw a thing called the Grim Steeper, which is a tea infuser. And it's a little Grim Reaper. I'll increase the size. Hold on. It's a little Grim Reaper for making your tea. And she was like, you should show your stream that. They'll like it. I was like, you got it, Grandma. And then I showed you guys this before. It's the second time I've showed you guys. Then, of course, the next time I saw her, I said, the chat loved it. She's like, I thought they would like that. So, yeah, there's her contribution. There's her content for you guys. Let's test out this necromancy stuff, and then from there, we'll make our decisions. Hold up. Okay, let's put that there. Oh shit, I gotta put it on the other thing, don't I? Wait, or is that? Oh, it is alive. Okay. What if I get the killing blow with something else? I'll put that on the inside, put that there. Double. We try to kill him with this, then we hand him this wand. We don't put homing on it because the Master of Masters, it'll home to like the wrong spots, I think. Let's try this. Hopefully I don't get myself killed. Okay, there was a corpse with it for sure. Yeah, there's a corpse. So then I'm gonna throw this wand to him. Oh shit! Alright, so he definitely can hurt me. Good to know. I kinda need that wand that he just yeeted. Where's my wand? What the fuck? I'm just setting up wands so that we can create our own army and then hopefully one at a time pass the wand to them. I think I saw an animated corpse there. I don't know why that one's animated, but it is. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, and then grab the... Oh, there it goes. It grabbed the wand and it's trying to kill stuff. It's working, kind of. We go Spark Bolt into this formation. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, that and that. And then Omega. Something like that? Maybe? Yeah, good old Omega. We're going to try to make this one work. I don't know how great it's going to go. But it's time to go try the Master of Masters kill. We're going to go try to kill Mom for Mother's Day. Oh, buddy. We want him to summon in a minion. And then we kill the minion with this wand. Hey, hey, you, summon. Summon already? There we go, there's a summon. It is a blinding mage. The fuck is the blinding mage doing? Oh! Yo. The blinding mage is like fucking off. It's like he knows that I want to get him. He's blind? I guess that's fair enough. He's living up to his name. Blessed, by the way. Who was that? Rich! With the 7 honk. God damn. So what I need to do is I'm just going to shoot off in the distance a bit. Seeing if maybe I can hit that blinding mage through sheer luck. Okay. We killed that summon. It didn't look like it gave us any floating meat or anything. Oh! Wait, was that a... Oh, hey. It's an eligible one. God damn it. It's, I think what's happening is that because some of the extra projectiles are killing the meat instantly. I didn't change anything on our build. It could be that their health pools, maybe the health pools of those jungle enemies is just larger, allowing them to... Oh my god. Dude, I'm stuck on that ledge there for a moment. Come on. I don't know what we're going to do about this because we don't have to kill him with this method. I just thought, you know, the Necromancy one sounded fun once people started suggesting it, and I kind of got behind it. I wanted to see this in action. But right now our method is I thought I was going to have to get several of these. I couldn't just get one and boom, it's going to kill him. We're going to need many attempts, and if we can't get one consistently, it's like, yeah, we may just go egg farm. It could be the exploded corpses that's making it so inconsistent, because it does blow up. I just assumed on the corpses it would just, you know, not explode if they got necromancy. So we're going to head to a parallel world. We're going to take care of... We're trying to get minions to kill the Master of Masters. The necromancy method may have gotten fucked with by the exploding corpses, though, pretty badly. Makes me sad. Because I was thinking that would be... I've never killed, like, just about any boss with a method like that, where you necromancy a corpse, but... I guess today isn't the day we're going to kill them that way either. Unless we get the eggs, and the eggs may actually make it easy to get our hands on corpses. Maybe. Egg. Very first mountain in the parallel world. And there's an egg. Fuck it, let's just try to spam these in there and let's see what happens to the Master of Masters spamming eggs. I'm not exactly sure what to expect. Gamma here. Gamma casts a copy of the last spell. Last spell we put as an egg. We cast it. Good. Let's go. How long does this run last? We're just whenever we kill the Master of Masters with minions, we will be officially done with our mission. Minions, go get them, boys! See, this is going to be interesting because at moments like this, and look at it, it's like pure chaos. Can you somehow buff the minions? These minions and the eggs, I don't think so, besides doing stuff like probably trying to get Berserkium stains on them, or just any kind of stains that can assist them. But the other minions that are like, there's little rats that help you out. There are things that buff them. I think it's like if you just grab more of the rat perk, it buffs them. Some shit like that. Some of those other minions, yes, they do get affected by the perk grabs. I think also one is like depth. I think may help with one of the minions DPS output. Can you chaotic poly the minions? Yes, yes you can. In fact, let's say that I was to redo my 100% run. When I was doing the 100% run, I was farming so many of these enemies by hand, finding out like where is this guy spawn, where's this guy spawn, and then there was a certain point that we had to use that setup where we shot minions into the chaotic transmutation, and I realized I should have just done that from the beginning, because you will clear at like 90% of this fucking list just by doing that. And then the remaining ones are like bosses and little things like that. One catch is that I think there's a couple. I think mainly just one that comes to mind. The leggy chest does not appear in the chaotic transmutation pool until you have killed one of them before. So you still would have to find that guy in the wild. You couldn't just chaotic transmutation farm them. But a lot of the other enemies, yeah, you can just use chaotic transmutation and minions and just spam it, and you will eventually. Is this the poly setup? This is that poly setup? I knew it. Yeah, chaotic transmutation, just spam minions into it, and you will get pretty much every minion you're looking for. Oh yeah, I gotta go gamma. Come on. Okay, they're trying to fight him. They're doing their best. Look at this guy. Oh shit, that was kind of scary looking. Oh! So I don't have to worry about any of the reflected damage, it seems. It's purely... Yeah, we should be fine. I wasn't sure if maybe somehow with a pheromone creature, I never really goofed around with them. Oh, look at that army go. Look at him go. Thing is, I don't see him hurting those too much. Yeah, his health bar isn't going to move. His health bar shouldn't move at all. What's happening is the minions have to get rid of all the purple orbs before they can start damaging the main version. There's an exception to this, and that is if you look at the boss, he has this kind of ambrosia effect in the same way that whenever I do like this, I have ambrosia. But the game has to, like, it can't just... This ambrosia is not flawless. It's not like you're every single frame perfectly ambrosiaed. There's one frame where there's like a moment where it needs to reset the ambrosia effect. The engine does. So when it goes to reset it, that means for one frame, even though visually you can't tell it happened, for one frame you actually don't have ambrosia. So that's what happened to the boss there. Even though he had the ambrosia effect, for one frame it was having to refresh at the same moment that one of the minions were attacking him. It's happened a couple times now, you can tell his health has dropped a bit, and that's led to him getting injured a bit. Go, my children, go! I mean, I've been asked many times to do like minion kills on like bosses, and I'm always like, eh. Well, Mother's Day was the day, I guess. I'm trying to find a way to create a gap. Oh. That dude, look at this. Interesting. He's fighting, man. You need to get them in there. I'm scared. These minions are beyond useless. Yeah. Yup. That's why anytime people have asked for it, I've always been like, nah, I don't know about all that. But today we're trying it. See, I'm seeing the damage numbers pop up sometimes. I can't tell if it's always just the minions themselves getting damaged. They're hitting him. Problem is, once they start hitting him, he moves closer, and a lot of the enemies are like these lava bug things, so then they bleed lava, which then creates a wall. They've actually slowly damaged the main dude through his ambrosia. I just keep seeing so many numbers that it makes me think, ooh, we're getting closer, but the reality is I think it's just our minions soaking some serious damage. Because if they were doing any damage whatsoever, it had to have, like, that shit would have been dead by now. Oh, wait, that one just popped. An orb died. It's a Mother's Day miracle. Oh, another orb pop. I didn't even see when that happened. I was honestly kind of looking away. Oh my god, I'm frozen. You pieces of shit! My own babies attacking me. Most of the time, they're not doing anything. Like, if you look right now, most of them are kind of just idling around. They're not really trying to do anything. They're just kind of just there. I don't know if more hatred would help, because there are natural enemies anyways. These guys are supposed to be attacking. The problem is the way that their priorities are with, like, pathfinding and everything. They end up just, like, going to me first, standing next to me, even though the enemy's right around the corner. They're like, well, I don't have a clear line of sight. And then when I give them a clear line of sight, they attack for a little bit, but then I have to hide because I can't just stand out in the open. And then they, like, lose interest again. They're like, ah, I did the best I could. Like, right now, they should prioritize him because I went right through him, but instead they're prioritizing to scurry to me. What the fuck is that about? I'm telling you, once all those orbs are down, this dude's health bar is tanking. Because the issue is they don't focus on the orbs at all. They're only focusing for the core body, and the core body is ambrosiaed, so they have to accidentally hit the orb sometimes. But even the accidental ones are so rare. What the hell's happening? We're trying to kill the Master of Masters purely with minions for Mother's Day, you know? Babies killing mom. Makes perfect sense. Oh! Another one popped! We got that one left. Come on, look at that, look at that. Oh, okay. Just then they did 0 damage to it, I think. Oh, his health bar's tanking. They're on the loose. The boys are on the loose. It's happening. He finally lost all his orbs. The red orbs are cursed orbs, they don't matter. Fuck them up, boys. Fuck them up. To clear out the way in front of them because they're just shooting the walls of blood, so they're not hitting crap. The bunches kind of actually are fitting. Oh shit! He's a bit feisty on that one. Oh shit! What the? Wait, what just happened on that one?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh, they bled toxic sludge into the lava, creating toxic rock directly on top of the Master of Masters. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So I just needed them to die together. Not really. My God. Anytime we may need a clip of this, like a highlight of this whole thing. So in the future, when people are like Can we do a minions run? We link them this fight. Like, do you want this? You do not want this. It only took 50 minutes. Holy shit! I think you're actually right. I think it may have taken even more than that. Will you summon kill Colmy too? No, I will not summon kill Colmy. Fuck that. No, no, no. Well, I mean, at first we can try just for a moment. We'll do it for a moment. How about that? And then if it's rough, we're gonna be like, hell no. Actually, being 2 orbs, he probably would just get frozen melee'd pretty quickly. Alright, where's the big fella? You want to see the juicy fella. He's kind of a rare spawn. I can't remember what the percent chance is, but it's pretty low. Oh, the little ones can work too. Hello guys, you doing alright? Currently have no damage on him. Oh wait, there you go. A little bit of something. They were just powering up before. Now they're getting prepped. See, look at them. Most of them aren't even aggressive towards them. Yeah, Colmy is their mom apparently. Master of Masters, they'll try to murder him, but Colmy, they're like, it's too far. Alright, I'm just gonna murder this dude. Gotta chill. I don't know what just popped him for that crit, but it was big damage. It was a huge damage crit on that thing. Well, there you have it. The Mother's Day run, which got a little rough. Chat maybe got a little wild. To be fair, they were having to entertain themselves because during the part where I'm just throwing eggs out, it wasn't exactly the most entertaining content. They were like, alright, I gotta entertain myself. This is getting ugly. But we did it. We killed the Master of Masters, which is not Colmy. We killed the Master of Masters with only minions. Maybe a speck or like a bullet may have hit like an orb for a moment. But we killed the Master of Masters with the egg. I think is a safe statement to make. Colmy we definitely did not kill with the little minions because that would have I would have gone crazy. They also didn't seem to be naturally aggressive, which that part was a little lame. So now what we do? I'm actually surprised it's letting us have this many minions on the screen at once. What is that all about? I think it's deleting. Yeah, it's removing some as I'm spawning in new ones. Yeah, it's deleting some. GG on the mom kill. Thank you there, Aphistus. Yeah, it's definitely not something I'd recommend. It was more like something just as a challenge since I had never done it. Let's lock in the dub. What? Did you say you wanted to go to the Dark Sun? I mean, if you insist, Chad. If you guys insist. I wasn't going to, but you're right. Why would I die where the peasants go to die? Let's go where the god gamers die. You're so right. Sometimes I'm not thinking. I'm glad I have you here, Chad. Always keeping me, you know, focused. I mean, no. That's what you guys said. Ego? That's not ego. I'm going by what the chat said.
Bro's spreading misinformation about how god gamers die at the dark sun because he's afraid of the path to the normal sun.
No, 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 no. The dark sun is the way. You know this is true. Some of you doubted for a moment. You doubted me and my children. But look at us now. In the god gamer graveyard. Where the elite gamers go to die. GG, baby! And yes, I will give you guys a final Twitch integration run to end the week. I'm not gonna let you down. Check the Getting Noited clip. This one? He's looking around, he's looking around. Yo, that one was fast. Holy shit, I got a full screen that one. That one was like, you blink, it's already over. Oh, wait, there's a mic. Hold on, there's a mic. Hold on, that's the best. Hold. I gotta crank it up. It's gonna be a little loud for a moment.
Oh my fucking.
It feels like the person didn't even realize their mic was on. You just hear, oh my fucking.
Oh my fucking.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Oh my fucking.
Dialing says, I knew my mic was on. I was just in shock.
Oh my fucking.
He had to cut it at that point because that's when right after that's when the keyboard snaps and you can hear the keys just fucking shattering all over the place. That was a rough one there, Dialing. That one's fucked up. Especially because it looks like you had this run in a pretty cool place right now. You had the dice, perk lottery, you had stainless armor. Stainless armor was a questionable choice, but perk lottery probably just paid out, and so you're like, you just grab what's there. Yeah, it looked like you had put yourself in a really good spot, especially if you're only in the second zone, dude. That sucks. Here's what we're gonna do. Give me one moment. I want to get warmed up on TI real quick by just doing. It's gonna be one option. Actually, you know what? I'll do it on the real settings. I'll do it on the real. Let's go to mods, open mod folder. Chat. What's a solid range for Mother's Day? The date? The date 5 to 11. Oh, come on. Let me think. 5 to 11, but only 2 options. Yeah, 5 is too short for the Twitch lag. A little bit more. 5 to 11 is pretty insane. 5 to 11, 25 options. Wait, what? Wait, what? Min, wait. Oh, wait. 5 options, 11 min, 25 max. That's also pretty solid. Fuck it. That is tied to Mother's Day, Hod. Sorry, I'm skipping. We're going with test 60. 5 options, 11 to 25 is the range. I will do one practice run on it, though. I get a single practice run, 11 to 25, because the date, if you guys don't know, is 5/11/2025. All right, 11 to 25, 5 options, because the date is 5/11/2025 for Mother's Day. Apply. I'm going to do one practice run on it, and then the real thing. So, for those that are confused on what the hell's going on in the chat, essentially what they're placing bets on is there is a timer that you're about to see in the top left of the stream. I can't see it, but you can. And the timer counts down. It jumps around randomly, and then it counts down. So first it chooses a number, and the number is going to be between 11 and 25. Once it selects the number, then it starts to count down. Did I choose the wrong one? I think I chose the wrong one. Maybe? Thank you, chat. I got you. We're good. Once it chooses the number, it starts to count down. When it reaches 0, whatever you guys voted for on the top left, like the bad options, whatever one you guys voted for happens in my game, and then the timer chooses another time between that range, and then it counts down again. So it's a range, and then the 5 is for the amount of options you guys get to choose between each time. Now, if you're new, some of the options won't make too much sense because they're like nicknames for stuff. Just like goofy names a lot of the time. So if you don't know the option and you see everybody voting for it, you usually will want to stick with the crowd, but sometimes you gotta listen to the chat because there will be a couple of gigabrainers that are like trying to theory craft up ways to kill. Well, they'll say, wait, everybody should be voting for it, blah, blah, blah. And so that's how they try to work together. Realistically, they can never work together because I play pretty flawlessly and they get frustrated and overwhelmed by my God gamer skills. Understandably so, right? You can't, you know, be too disappointed in them. I mean, who could keep up with that? Transmutation. Come on. Okay, I wanted to get more there, but nothing wrong with small PP. What the fuck? Listen, I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
You guys could see this guy right now. He is drunk.
This is true. Keep in mind, I just killed the Master of Masters with my children. This is going to be a cakewalk for us. This ain't nothing. I literally birthed creatures that took down a boss. You think you guys have a chance against me in Twitch integration? I don't think so. So the plan is, after this is a little warm-up run, we're gonna do I'm gonna close the bets, we're gonna do the real run, And while we're closing the bets, I'll probably check the streaks. Probably glance at the streaks. Oh, see, you know what? You know what? I got one thing to say to you, chat. Wasn't a bet, doesn't matter, didn't count. But this next run is a bet. Wasn't a bet, didn't matter, didn't count. Wasn't even impressive. Spider legs lava pit. If anything, you should try to not do that because it's like a lame way. You want to win in a cool way. That's lame. That's weak.
Easiest no in my life.
Shut your mouth. Let's begin. All right. No, it's not dunks cap. It's a dunce cap. Very different words. Quit the
Bro,
yapping.
We really need that hurry the fuck up emote.
All right, all right. Let me just, one little detail I may have left out of the bet. My apologies. We're going into try-hard mode for this. No mistakes.
Who asked?
I need silence out of the chat because whenever I'm focusing and pulling off these elite God Gamer moves, I don't want any distractions. So please, silence. Hey? No. Chat, control yourselves. It's a complete silence. Which part of silence did you not understand? Hmm?
I asked. Salami.
Oh, hold up. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Alright, let's go. Let's go. There was some hype music in there. Amongst the weebery, there was Cell's music. I'm powering up now. I'm fucking good to go.
Don't you dare grab that.
Okay, I can't take anymore. Chat, please. For the love of God. Thank you for the silence. This is clearly you guys intentionally being silent. You guys definitely were not forced into silence. I would never do such a thing. That'd be fucked up. Alright. Bets are officially closed. If you got left out of the bet, that's on you. It means you're old and you're slow and you should be disappointed in yourself. Me, all about speed, all about youth. Watch this quickness as I farm a dub. A win right now.
It's time to stop.
Frank is just muting the weebs. That's good work, Frank. Good work.
No more.
No more. Okay, the weebs are muted. Now I can have true silence. Focus on this gameplay. In fact, since you guys already know this is going to be a win anyways, if you would like to use this moment as like a bathroom break, that seems like a good call. Because the shop will be opening right after this this run where I get a win. We'll be doing our last shop of the day. Spiked drinks. Uncalled for. Also, keep in mind, if you didn't check out the video already, Some Dunk VODs cooked up the Healthium World run, where a couple weeks ago I turned the world, as much of the world as I could, into Healthium. It was a daily run that was like super blessed. It actually had Healthium naturally spawning in the one of the early zones.
Practice makes perfect, except when it's done.
Morning, my toe.
I really wish you guys could see.
God
this
damn
guy
it, that
right now.
buoyancy
He
is so slow.
Drenched in sweat.
So maybe wondering to yourself why even take the time to pour out the polymorphine, and that is because, oh, acid, adorable. That is because I can actually sell wands and get money. So I don't need to sell my wands yet. Nothing there too exciting. Pollen is kind of interesting, but... Nicktown, thanks for the Prime 11 monther, Nick. Come on. Also, don't forget, for half the world at least, it's Mother's Day today, so... Your mothers or loved ones, whatever, anybody that needs some love on Mother's Day, make sure you send it in their direction. For me, I'm lucky enough to have both my mom and my grandma still around in my life, so I'll be going to see them later today.
YouTube already recommended me that Healthium video. Some Dunk VODs is doing too good job.
Yeah,
Hope
he's...
you pay them well.
Oh yeah. I try to make sure, as long as I'm not like bleeding out like money, you know, I try to make sure he, at the very least, gets all the revenue from pretty much each video that he makes. But most of them are not exactly the most profitable. Whenever you're a smaller streamer, content creator, videos, like most of the time we'll pull in like, you know, 50 or 60 bucks. So, or sometimes it's, you know, 30 or 40. It really depends on the thing, which is not the most. Definitely not worth the time to edit. Okay, hold up. But every once in a while lately, he's been having these videos that have gone a little bit crazy. And I want to say, hold up real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to not die here. Trying to not get my face melted off. Okay, well, I'm just going to telly forward. I don't remember what I was saying. The point is, YouTube videos, yes, don't worry. Like, wait, what? Hold up. Did you just hit for 70?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So I shouldn't try to talk while playing. Apparently there was new game plus damage. Of course the replay is also fucked.
Easiest snow of our lives.
Oh, baby. And she's like, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
As my stomach growls.
And then you wonder why 90% of chat votes no on TIKEKW.
Oh, shut up for a second, goddammit. Hold on, listen, hear me out. Yes, it looks bad that I died. But the fact that you guys got new game plus damage is a bit fucked up. Can we agree? Come on now. New game plus damage. Literally got one blooped by that motherfucker. One blooped. One? You got multiple teleports? I think I got one. We're talking about multiple. This motherfucker. Anyways. Damn it, this is my redemption day. It was gonna be all bet wins. That means I won one and I lost one. No, I can't go again. No, it's too dangerous. No time. I can't. Hey, listen, redemption can be, I can redeem myself with a 50-50. One more for more than 50% win rate? Obviously. I mean, I'm at a 50-50, of course. This was tryhard mode? Hold up. Let me show you, let me give you a visual representation of the bullshittery that just happened. Might be wrong, but bingo. Let's see, Joshua. I'm skeptical of this one. Was I hit by a sniper today? Yes? You have been sniped? I don't know if I believe that. You were? Bobo says I was. What? You sure you guys aren't lying for him? For Joshua? Bobo says I believe it. I find it hard to believe.
I'm sorry, Dunk, but you fell off really hard.
No. Just because you guys get lucky one time at this like really unfortunate moment, it's not falling off.
If you don't do it for yourself, since you don't have no self-estimate, do it for the love of your mother and grandmother.
See, let me show you. Oops. Thought it was a formation for a moment. Oh, no, I don't know what the hell you're... I'm like running for my life. This motherfucker wrote a book.
Winning the daily bet and losing in TI means all is as it should be and the world is in balance again. So I would argue it is more of a redemption than when you would have won TI. Those spider legs really suit you.
There's your master glasses, Joshua.
Looking at the numbers, your win rates dropped after the win streak event. You used up all your win rate for the next year in that one stream.
No. Hold on.
You should have taken 12 to 18, 2 options, when I offered.
Even that one's so bullshit too, though. It's so quick. Annoying dragon, dude.
Good guy Dunk intentionally throwing TI towards some bingo glasses.
It was so bullshit that there's ice. And then afterwards, okay, yeah, I got hit, but I still was gonna be fine to jump into the portal. Ooh. But then fucking the lava appeared. Oh no. Oh! I can't quite get that. Oh! Where was my tellies? Where was my tellies? What happened? Hold on. What actually happened? No. Hold up.
I have a question for God. Why?
I knew these motherfuckers replaced this shit. That's so stupid.
New emote required.
Open the shop, old man.
You guys think you're hot shit because you get lucky a couple times in a row. Alright. Final bets. Winner takes all. If I win, you guys worship me for the rest of your lives. If I lose...
If winner takes all, we get Desk Chan if you lose.
No, hold on. If you put Poggies on the table, we got a fair bet. Do you guys want to do Poggies versus Deschan? Actually, no. Deal, yes. No, nope, deal. Not again,
If
no.
Dunk loses, he shaves his head.
No. Well, hold up now. Hold up. We're negotiating. Why the F are you listening to non-users of Poggies to bet it? All right, Guillotine, you get to make the call. Are we betting it? Yes or no? Oops, I didn't mean to click that. There you go. All right. Fine. But remember the deal. If I win, you worship me. That was still part of the deal. There's no going back on that one. You guys already shook my hand. There's no going back. Prepare the worship.
I am a user of Poggies. The new furry Poggies or whatever. We could have had Desk Chan. What a cringe chatter Sag.
Hey, don't argue with the chat. They decided. All right. This is for all the marbles. This is how you guys will remember this week. If I win this, you guys will remember this week as a fucking high octane, high skill, god gamering gameplay. If I lose, You're allowed to remember that I one time made a mistake in Noita. That's the rules. Prepare yourselves. This is it. How about this bet? If you win, you remove Poggies. If you lose, you add the emote from the donor's message a few minutes ago.
Nope.
See, the problem is emotes are meant to be added to a channel to allow you guys to express yourselves. And I know I'm telling good jokes all the time, but I feel like this one may build up my ego too much, you know, because you guys will be like, man, what a jokester. This guy, he's classic, is always, you know, making us laugh. I feel like it could be, you know, just build my ego up too much. Using my witty humor, you know, that kind of stuff.
I bet Poggies against shaving head.
No, hold on. I never agreed this one. Hold on. I'm supposed to go see my mom and my grandma today. They're gonna like, they're gonna shave my head. They're like, what the hell? What happened to you? I lost a bet. Let's begin. I'll move this here. Make sure that didn't mess up the mic. No, it's good.
I've been dropping loads around this fucking
Wait.
house like a goddamn dump
Tiga,
truck.
thank you for the 5 gifted. Tiga, good work. You're distracting the chat while you keep. I close the bets while they're distracted. Perfect opportunity, Tiga. Thank you for the 5 bomb. I appreciate the kindness. They're distracted. They're moist mobbing. They won't pay attention to any of the votes. I like it. Genius maneuver, Tiga. Genius. I'll make you proud. Don't worry. You didn't waste that 5 sub bomb for nothing. I'll make sure to deliver. But why are you guys screaming? There is no Fox hoodie, damn. It's not a Fox hoodie. This is my moist mob. This is my TSG hoodie / moist mob hoodie. It's become my moist mob hoodie, I guess. Not a bad one to have early. Oh, come on. No time. Keep moving. Keep moving. I can just sense that I'm going to need this gold, so I'm emptying this out now.
Lump of Jam, I really think you should create an epic playlist for these final showdowns at the end of every stream week.
Just call me Lump of Jam? Was that Tito? You piece of shit. Hold on. Oh! Look at that. That's why we sell that. That's why we do that, baby. Shit, I didn't mean to collapse that. That was a fuck up. That's fine. Since we collapsed it, it resets our kill count, so that's okay. That means that we can just... what the fuck is happening? Oh, ceasefire. Okay, still ceasefire. Good. So I got a pacifist chest because I reset the kill counter. But I did not reset it this time. I didn't collapse the mountain. I didn't want Steve to die. Oh! That could have gone a little badly. Okay. It's a good TP one right there. I would like that if I can. Ceasefire. Okay. Probably for the best if I lay low. Oh my god, grounded, but I got right around that corner in time. Perfect. Too quick. Exploding corpses has explosion immunity. Kind of fucked us on our run earlier today because it was bothering us with our little minion. Oh my gosh. Our minion build, but... oh well. What do I have? Missiles, yeah. Screw it, I don't need that much gold anyways. Spiked drinks. A little bit of polymorphine. Oh my god. Oh! Man, I got snapped onto me. Oh, come on. Oh! I was electric immune, actually. And explosion immune. Hey, we can just cuddle with them. Oh, no, no, not that guy. Okay, this isn't... Ow, ow.
It was the closest we've been to death chill, but that one chatter decided to be Turbo Ultra Flash. They totally lied about being a Poggy's user 2LMAO. Also, I pre-typed this message while you were still yapping before even the bet ended. Please do not cuddle the UKKO.
11 to 25 is not even like a fair range. Let's be real. Because you guys have like desensitized me. You keep pushing that range lower and lower. We gotta get back to our roots.
Guillotine, I'll never forget that you're the reason we're missing out on DESKCHAN.
Oh my god. Chad's got fucking revenge. 13 to 37 is where we're starting next week. 13 to 37, getting back to a fair range. That's my problem. I've allowed you guys to bait me to a lower and lower number. I should not have taken the bait. I fucked up. To all my believers, I failed you. I listened to chat.
I'm going to get -7 before 7. Yes, for life.
I made a mistake. I should have never listened to chat. I realize that now. Forgive me. Next week, I redeem myself. No more listening to chat. Choose reasonable ranges. Don't let them talk me into that random bullshit that they're throwing out. Sorry today was a short week for us. I was sick earlier in the week, but I'm back, baby. I'm 100%. I think I'm 100%. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go shower and get ready for some family stuff. Deuces, chat.